Have you ever been in the wrong? But because the person got so mad at you, now you heighten your efforts. Now you're mad.
Every time.
Why are you so mad, bro? What do you mean? Like, I actually did cut you off.
Yeah.
The person gave you the finger, and you're like, who you giving the finger to?
Oh, I rolled out my window and be like, yo, come here and rent my place. That sound crazy? Then call me crazy, bro. But you're black, then gonna beat me up like buckshot. If I could kick you out of my house because you ain't paying the rent on time because you done lost your job.
It's Dusty Clarence Thomas.
I don't know what to do right now. Like,
let him go.
Sorry though.
But fam, like,
that's a
it
good
makes
point.
sense.
the one man that you guys call the culture vulture, white boy, colonizer, all this, he's like, no, I don't want to be part of any of you guys' big organizations
Yeah, I'm
and shit like that.
against it.
I'm gonna do me and still be the top guy. But then the guy who's dissing him is at all of the parties that he wants to die.
You love hip hop.
You know what I mean? I came out the gate.
You know,
that shit.
you know what phase of cloud I'm at? When I'm out in public and people look at me but don't say anything, and I'm like, why are they looking at me? Do they recognize me, or are they trying to beef? You know, that's the phase I've entered.
Oh, they know.
The long stare.
Yeah, the stares, looking back at the phone, the discussions. I was with my girl yesterday and that happened. I was like, please come up to me in front of her. Please, just like, she'll see that I'm a super guy. But it just kept looking.
They're just staring.
And then I was like, maybe they're just looking at my bald head. I don't know.
Hold on, is that points? I'm answering a question I already know. I'm asking a question I already know the answer to. Is that points when you're with your girl and somebody comes up to you like, yo, aren't you the guy from the podcast?
All the time. When I said, hey, Boogie with the hoodie.
Shorty?
I haven't been at, I would imagine it's points. I still haven't gotten those points, but if you see me in public with my girl, be respectful, but come up to me and like salute me a little bit.
He's the guy from.
Ask for a picture. I'll e-transfer you later.
Yo, listen, put
I'm
it this
bribing.
way. If somebody comes up to you and says, yo, are you Czar from the podcast? And then asks your girl to take a picture with you and the person together, you're getting for the night. All night.
I think that's the plan.
Yeah. You're good. You'll be good. Trust me.
You're going to get something that you never got before. Like, oh, I never seen that move.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's what I was going to say.
Where'd you learn this one?
Is this the move reserved for celebrities?
Yes, it is.
I like the way you took that picture earlier. Babe. Yo.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a question before we get into our show here today. Did y'all hear about the new lingo?
The new lingo.
What do you mean new lingo?
Hat.
Hat.
And I know, listen, sorry. What? Okay, because they be calling Friday on Reddit only. Yo, Friday's the police, right? Hat. Catching, he has multiple hats. The man has 10 hats, bro. You never heard that one now?
Okay, is it an acronym or are we talking about hats like the skills you have?
No, so a hat.
Like hats. How many hats you wear?
He wears many hats. He can do a lot of things.
I wear a bunch of hats, a podcast, produce, all that, right? That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Right? I heard it on No Jumper the other day. It was like, and then I heard it here too, but I didn't catch it until I heard it on No Jumper when Adam said it. He has 4 hats. Means he has 4 bodies.
Oh yeah, I seen it. I seen that. You're right.
That's a new one.
You're right. I seen that, but we're giving it away though, fam.
That's why they keep on calling me the feds.
Oh my
goodness.
I'm sorry.
Oh man.
You shouldn't have told me that. Once white people know the slang, it's over. You got a new word. You guys gotta find a new word now.
Yo, bro, you're a hat.
The feds watch this. You know that.
I'm sorry, man.
The feds watch this.
Wait, so
how many
if you
hats
have
you
a
have,
hat,
fam?
Hmm?
How many hats you have?
I have 0 hats. I have 0 hats, okay, feds?
Shoot. I got to turn around on the Fed.
Oh, man.
But I don't think you're a Fed, but we just gave it away, though.
Yeah, you guys shouldn't have done that.
Who's you guys?
How do I
right here?
No, bro,
Friday
I'm
shouldn't have done
passing along. I'm passing along what I heard on another podcast.
Okay. You know where I seen that? I can't. It was a Chicago rapper. Can't remember his exact name. He didn't have a long life,
right?
But it's a Chicago rapper, and on the side of his face had caps. Baseball caps.
That's crazy.
That baseball caps.
No,
And then-
not tears.
not tears. It was baseball caps.
That's all his hats.
Yeah, so that meant how many bodies he got. But he had it right down, like he was like serious about it. Little caps on his face.
There's
about, I'll be real. There's about 10 caps on this guy's running down this guy's like it's like the side, like his sideburn. It was on it's his sideburn of caps.
Oh,
yo, whenever he links his tattoo artist, the tattoo artist already knows.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you're coming for another baseball cap?
Another cap.
Yeah, no capping.
He's checking the news now. He's like, damn. Hope it wasn't anybody that's down with me.
Yeah, flip.
Oh man, but I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to let out the slang, but. Hey,
yeah,
we'll talk about slang later on. Also, when we go through the ABCs of Toronto slang, you know what I'm saying?
Incredible.
Let's get into it though, man. Speaking of Toronto, I felt like getting into a Toronto bag today.
Yeah, let's do it.
Back, relax. You know what I'm saying? Take a while. Let me get like your manager.
Big salute to Bugs, man.
Them guys made me feel like a youth. I love it, dog. You guys bring out the youth in me.
Oh man, those are good times, man.
Yeah.
Let's get into it, man. We are Buck is the world's most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. I'm your host of the most host, Friday Ricky Dread, aka rolling in a black Challenger. We over here, B3 Studios, episode 520. We got here the wedding, the wedding DJ.
The wedding DJ, yeah.
You might find him behind the wheels of steel playing that new LMAFO.
Party people, but
Definitely.
DJs are in the motherfucking building.
Yes, sir. DJs are. AKA Young Shawarma, AKA the Muzzy, back at it like a crack addict. How's it going, boys?
We're going good. We're going good. Also, looking like he just got back from a B&E.
I'm on my team today.
You might see him with a pair of black Air Forces.
And a flannel.
Lurking.
Dusty Wallace in the motherfucking building.
Yo-wee.
Yes. Welcome back, gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, episode 520. Big salute to everybody in the comment gang. Comment gang strong. Hit that, you know what I don't usually do in the beginning of the YouTube videos? Hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. It says that 60% of our viewers that watch our videos are not subscribed. So make sure to hit that subscribe button.
That's crazy. It doesn't even cost nothing to press the like button,
That's just creepy.
You never see the YouTuber say that? It says when I watch my videos, about 70% of my viewers are unsubscribed.
Wow.
So make sure to hit that subscribe button.
It costs nothing to like press it, guys.
Yeah. And make sure to hit the like button too. You know what I'm
It
saying?
costs nothing.
Before we get into it, quick salute to the sponsors.
Yep.
Big salute to Diamond Club. All right, they have delivery of some of the loudest loud in the GTA. Edibles, pens, anything that you need. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Diamond Club _Canada. You could also find them on the 7 Days of Weed website. Use the code We Love Hip Hop and get yourself a little discount. You heard me. Also, if you want some of that Blemas, hit up Steamin' Hot Grabber. There's a couple of Grabber shakers on the table right there. Also, you can get different Grabber packages and different flavors. Hit them up on their Instagram page if you want delivery in the GTA. Steamin' Hot Grabber, and also use the code We Love Hip Hop. Also, last but not least, Only Loud. Okay, for my people in Ottawa and for the people over here in Toronto who want same-day delivery, they got a few different drops from different weed brands and stuff like that. They got some drops right now from Astro Pink. They got something from Six Spenceries. A few different people that have dropped off some things over there with them, and they have their own brand as well. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Only Loud Canada, and you could also find them on Snapchat, onlyloud.ca. Gentlemen,
Wow, go on.
how's your week been? I feel like I haven't seen. Oh, I seen you a couple of times in the studio, but how your week's been, man?
Man, it's been good. I had a quick question for you guys because
Talk to me.
today on my way here, there was a little road rage incident that I got into with an older gentleman.
Oh, sure.
But you know, these days I've been mad calm, so I try to keep it cool.
Right,
But this guy was cussing me out. And I had to roast him. You know what I'm saying? And I had to be like, yo, shut up, old man. What are you gonna do? Like, I did have to bring up the age. I'm like, buddy, change your diaper, you know? So, but I feel like the chirps were kind of good. But what type of road rage person are you guys? Or if you do road rage, like, are you guys willing to like crash out, or is it more like a roast, or is it more like a hand wave, or like a middle finger?
I'll go quick fast first, right? I had to refrain from doing the extra road rage that I used to have back in my 20s and 30s and stuff, because if I go, like, I realized I just go too far, like I'll crash out.
Yeah.
So because I know that now, I'm just like, all right, I just can't even get to that level. I might yell a little bit, but I don't get to what I used to. Like, I used to throw bottles out the window and do stupid shit.
Oh, okay.
I used to get crazy. Like,
I believe you.
Right? Save me, Dusty, because I'm sure you're worse than that, bro. Or maybe not.
Is this a generation thing?
I follow you.
Have you ever put hands on somebody?
Yeah, and I follow you. I start following,
you
bro.
follow them?
I follow you, dog.
Oh my
I
goodness.
start following you. I take some time out of my day. We got time today. Especially if I have time. I'm gonna literally follow you. You do something weird, I follow you. I'll make you think it's the last moments of your life. On a road rage. I'd go crazy. I swear to God. Honestly, I have. And since I've like, and that was in the times where my health was bad. Like my, you know what I mean? My issues.
Yeah.
So I would snap and follow you.
Let's get ready to die.
I'm ready too.
Yeah.
Like, that's how sick
go
it
to
was.
jail.
It's like, bro, no, I'd get away with some stuff. It'd be weird. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go too deep, but I'd get away with some stuff. And I'd be like, it's only because I'm crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now, though, I'll be real. I'm the one sometimes making the mistakes. Right?
You cut him off.
I cut him off. So I'm like, come on, dude. Just trying to get in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's me. You know, so I've been like, I don't get as mad. I chill out. You know what I mean? I just drive slower. I drive slower, so I'm in less of issues to be in a road rage situation anymore, right? But before, bro, I'll follow you.
Let me ask you all a quick question on this road rage thing.
Yeah, I'll follow you.
Have you ever been in the wrong? But because the person got so mad at you, now you heighten your
That's what
now
I'm saying.
you're mad.
Every time.
Like, why are you so mad, bro? What do you mean? Like, I actually did cut you off.
Yeah.
The person gave you the finger, and you're like, who you giving the finger to?
Oh, I rolled out my window and be like, yo!
Yeah.
Bro. I was actually wrong.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was me.
Oh, man. But, okay, so you didn't crash out?
I didn't. Normally, though, the thing is, like, you kind of have to seem crazy and they'll kind of leave you alone. But when you're crazy and then, like, if I had a road rage with old Dusty Wallace,
Oh, shit.
I might not be here today. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm willing to actually, like, get out of the car and fight. Because usually they're not. And it's like, even if I'm in the wrong or right, like, if you are, like, being aggressive towards me or swearing at me, especially if I'm with people, or if I'm with my girl, I might have to put my four-ways on and just friggin' get out the car because I don't know. But now I'm more of like a chirper. Like, I'll just, like, roast the person. I'm like, buddy, where'd you learn how to drive?
Let that old man come out the car and be like, all of a sudden he has to, like, top out the car and he's super diesel. My bad, bro.
Oh, vehicular.
Yeah, no,
Vehicular.
he was angry though.
Situation.
He was angry, but as soon as I'm like, "What are you gonna do, old man?" He stopped, and I was like, when I said the diaper thing, he just sped off.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I would have followed him.
He was old, bro. Like,
I'd have followed him after. I'd have been like, I'm gonna teach you a lesson today. I'm gonna have your heart pounding. For like,
I'd come back with an old
wrong.
I'd come back with an old ass hat.
and we realize it's the best part when they don't know if you're like a guy.
Yeah,
in the car.
exactly.
And I wound down my window and be like, "What'd you say?"
You know what that is? It's black guy privilege.
You know what though? That can still get you killed.
It can because, but you know, y'all know what black guy privilege is. I don't know if anybody like. There's white privilege, and obviously there's black privilege, but there's like also like man-dem privilege, right? And we got the homie Ajani in the building right now taking some photos right
What's
here.
up?
We're gonna bring him in a second, but I just want to break down what black guy privilege is.
Yeah.
You know when you're like a thuggy black guy, like how, you know, we present pretty thuggy, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you got the hoodie on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We have this assumption automatically that white guys are going to be afraid of us. I'm sorry, Czar, but like we have that like
No, we are.
no, but
Not all. I met a couple white boys that didn't give a damn.
exactly.
Those are the white boys with black privilege.
Yeah, they're on the black side
Right?
of things.
You
They
didn't
know
notice
how
the
we get down.
cauliflower ear.
Yeah, and like I do MMA. I do MMA.
Right? But once upon a time, we used to just be able to pull up and be like, "Yo, what are you? Who are you talking to?" And then we assume automatically that the white guy's gonna back down because we're scary black guys.
Yeah, we might have a gun.
Yeah, exactly. He might have a gun, right?
But
We're gonna go with all the stereotypes that.
Yeah, what's running through their head? Like,
Right? We know that those stereotypes exist, so it's like we had the black guy privilege.
But I don't think every black dude has that privilege because, like, okay, if it was a road rage and like Dusty pulled up and
Yeah.
he started going off, I'd be like, my bad, bro, my bad, yeah. Because I don't know. But if it was like, let's say like some older, like a Ghanaian doctor with like a receding hairline,
Yeah.
and he's
You
trying
might
to
take
cuss
the
me out,
chance.
like I'm not gonna be afraid of that.
Yeah.
So I really think it's more of a mandem thing because it's like we don't know if you look like a super like Toronto hood man,
Yeah.
then okay, like
Automatically.
you might be actually down to just like off this, you know?
Take whatever you want, sir.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But I guess, we got to specify it. It's not black guy privilege because, the school teacher black guy, you're like, run up, bro.
Yeah.
Get out of here, bro. Drive off. But if you see one of the man them or the guy that you're chirping at and then the guy pulls by you and he has a hoodie on, you might be like, oh, shit.
Yeah, no, you are gonna be like, oh
Right?
shit.
But I learned over the years that stopped.
Yes.
I think when MMA started becoming popular and different things like that, I was like chirping. I found out one time I chirped a white guy and the white guy was like, "Fuck you, bro." And I was like, oh, it doesn't work anymore. He's not scared of me.
You're like, whoa, no one's ever. What?
Whoa, never got that one before.
Oh, I might have to actually fight today. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought I could just bark.
I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I'm ready.
Right?
I wasn't interested.
I don't know what year it was, but somewhere along the line, the white boy started saying, "Hey, wait a minute, I'm not scared of you, bro. I don't care if you got a gun.
I know MMA.
I know MMA."
But yo, white boys were still in that era of like, let's fight. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some dudes are past that. It's like, nah, I don't fight. I seen you in the gym. Like, nah, I'll just shoot you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And we know you guys can take pain, man.
Yeah, but that's why I'll follow.
Pork strength.
That's why I'll follow them. I'll follow them. We get into something, I'm following you.
Oh man,
I'm gonna make you do some turns and
intimidation factor.
it's intimidating.
man.
And I'm in my window like this.
But yeah, yo, if you are black and you're in a road rage situation, if you have a ski mask, bro, you're gonna win 9 out of 10 times, bro.
Holy, when I went down that window, I'm like,
anyone,
what?
Asian guy, white guy, brown guy, if they look over and they see a black dude in a ski mask,
Yeah, I've done that.
they're gonna leave you alone. Even if you cut them off, you might have even rear-ended them, bro.
No, you're right.
The ski mask does a lot, bro.
Yeah.
It does.
Okay.
Drive safe, though.
Before we continue and get into our news stories and all that, I want to bring in the homie Ajani here. He's been here behind the scenes. Let's do some moving around here. I'll bring a microphone over. Okay, so
Hip hop.
just come over just a little bit, Ajani, right there. There we go. Perfect. So we can squeeze into the frame here. Bring your mic up a little closer to your mouth. Pause.
Oh boy.
Let me get a mic check.
Off to a great
Mic
start.
check 1 2.
Okay.
We look tight, eh? Little sardines.
Okay, so we have Ajani Charles in the building. If you guys have seen, like, over at the Billy Bishop, right? There's like an exhibit where you see black and white photos, and you see different hip hop historical figures and stuff like that. This is courtesy of this gentleman right here, and he's been taking some photos of us behind the scenes. Give us a quick breakdown of what you're taking the photos for and what you got going on right now, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. So Project T. is my documentary project on Toronto's hip hop culture, community, and history. I've been producing this project since December 2006. The visuals for Project T. are black and white, and I've been documenting all aspects of Toronto's hip hop scene for 18 years now. So it's not Project T. It's not only about music. Hip hop is bigger than that. So Project T. encompasses all aspects of Toronto hip hop, from podcasters to journalists to breakdancers to managers to lawyers to A&Rs, etc. So Project T. at Billy Bishop Airport is my second Project T. exhibit. The first one was in 2022 it was on the exterior of Toronto City Hall and Nathan Phillips Square.
Yes.
That was the largest. It still is the largest art exhibit on hip hop culture and Canadian history. This new one at Billy Bishop Toronto City Airport is in the terminal atrium. It's the largest exhibit ever installed at the airport. It features over 90 figures from Toronto's hip hop history. It has 60 vinyl prints. There's also a 55-inch touchscreen, and that touchscreen has the largest database of a major city's hip hop community. So when you get to the touchscreen at the exhibit, you would click on, Richie Sosa. Then you'd see pictures I've shot of Richie Sosa since 2008 up until 2024, and his bio, so you can learn in detail exactly who he is and what he's done. Same for Bishop Brigante. Shout out to Bishop. Javier Mighty.
I seen it.
All these important figures from different generations of Toronto hip hop are on display at Billy Bishop Toronto City Airport. So that exhibit is going to be up until at least January 21st. It was installed on January 21st of this year. So it's going to be ongoing until this winter at least.
And not to interrupt you, did you get it? I feel like you got an extension on that exhibit, no?
It might be. I'm not sure if it'll be extended. I'll keep everyone posted. But the first Project T-Dot exhibit at Toronto City Hall, Toronto City Council voted to extend it by a month and a half.
That's what I'm talking. Yeah. That's
nice.
Just the proof of how people received it.
Yeah, it was big, and when it was finally uninstalled, I got so many messages of people that were disappointed because they thought it was a permanent exhibit.
Yeah.
So many people were hyped that our culture and so many diverse faces were on City Hall. So, Boy Wonder, Director X, they told me directly that they were disappointed that it was coming down.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with this one. But in the meantime, the exhibit at Billy Bishop Airport is free. You don't need a plane ticket. You can just walk into the terminal atrium and check out all of these amazing figures. And yeah, I'm here to document all of you because all of you are an important part of the culture as well.
Salute.
And I think what you've done with this podcast, with this platform, is remarkable. And it's like this is the voice of the streets.
Thank you.
And the candid conversations you have here are important. And I view it as my responsibility to educate as many people as I can about, this platform and Toronto hip hop as a whole, and to ensure that future generations understand all of the amazing people that have contributed to Toronto's hip hop scene.
Now, you guys have any questions for us?
Yeah, I do. So when you came up with the idea, did you approach, let's say, like grant programs or something initially, or did you come up with the idea and when you were finished, then you showed it to people who could fund it?
Yeah, basically Project T-Dot evolved. So initially it was just black and white photographs of Toronto's hip hop scene. Then my friend and mentor, Craig Goodwill, he critiqued the project. This was in 2009 or 2010. And he's like, these pictures are great, but what's the story here? So then I started adding new elements to Project T-Dot, some of which are on the way, like a film series, a coffee table book, etc. As I started adding new elements to it, some of which haven't been produced yet, I started applying for grants for a Project T-Dot exhibit. And I started applying in 2008. I was rejected nonstop for about 12 years.
Damn.
What? Yes, that's how long it takes.
Yeah, so it's like every year from 2008 up until 2021, I basically just heard no. Eventually, the city of Toronto, one of my colleagues introduced me to a department called Artworks TO. They were in charge of public artwork in Toronto at the time. And we had a conversation. They said, we are interested in doing an exhibit on City Hall. Do you have a project that would be a good fit? I showed them Project T-Dot, and they basically said, this is amazing. Let's do it. And, the rest is history. And now the other facets of Project T-Dot, including future exhibits, are on the way. But it did take 12 years of rejection to get to this point. Now it's like my new exhibit sponsored by Newport Aviation, which manages the terminal at Billy Bishop Toronto City Airport. Ports Toronto is a sponsor. The City of Toronto is a sponsor. Sony Music Entertainment Canada is a sponsor.
Nice.
It's part of the Contact Photography Festival. and so on and so forth. But to get to that point, I had to hear no 100 times.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, when you hear no's 100 times until you get that yes, and then everything starts going and,
You just need
full steam ahead.
Yeah, it goes for, music, podcasting, etc. Any creative field. All you really need is that one yes to really change things.
The selection process, like not even the selection process. Once you started getting the ball rolling, right? Was it hard to get people like for the exhibit and like getting photos and stuff like that? Like what was the process of even getting onto people?
Yeah, I'm quite sure I have the largest database of footage from Toronto's hip hop scene because I've been producing Project T. every week since 2008. So it's like I'm here today. I did the photo shoot with Snow Day yesterday. The day before that, I was doing a shoot with Jester for Project T. So I have a huge archive, but I did have to shoot new people for this exhibit. For example, when I was in LA, I did a shoot with Jonathan Ramos, who's big in terms of concert production and promotion. So there were some people that I had to, connect with before the exhibit started production to make sure that they would be included because they're so important to Toronto hip hop. And I'll say in terms of producing Project T. in general, the feedback has been amazing. Since day one, I would hit up people that I had no connection to, I had no clout, no status in Toronto or anywhere. And I told them I'm doing this project called Project T. I'm documenting all of Toronto's hip hop scene. I want to include you. And to this day, 99% of people that I approach, they're like, yes, let's do it.
I'm down. Yeah.
That's so dope. I'll say, I appreciate that. I appreciate, Toronto's hip hop scene's openness to being documented by me and trusting me to take this project as far as I possibly can.
I do have another question because a lot of artists who have etched their name into Toronto hip hop history, a lot of them have maybe legal problems or maybe some type of like hood politics issues. Were there like limitations in who you could or couldn't include based on like brand friendliness? Yeah,
they're like when you're working with different companies, they have their own values and goals. It's important for them to be perceived in a certain way. And, given the nature of Toronto's hip hop scene, some people have certain lifestyles or they're entangled in certain legal situations that would make it impossible for them to be included, in some of these Project T. exhibits. But every single person that I've documented for Project T. is a part of the project in some way. And if I can't include someone in an exhibit, they'll be included in another facet, like the film series that's coming up, the Project T. coffee table book. In one way or another, I'm going to make sure that every single person I've documented is included and in a public way as well.
Well said.
Great. Dope. Okay, so where can we find any of your work right now and looking forward in the future? When is everything going to start up?
Yeah, well, in terms of the exhibit, I encourage everyone who lives in Toronto or who visits Toronto to stop by Billy Bishop Airport.
Yes.
And check out the exhibit in the airport terminal's atrium. So that's the first place. What I have of Project T. online is through my social media. So that's at Ajani Photo, AJANIPHOTO. My website is ajani.ca, AJANI.ca. And I have a standalone Project T. site on the way. Also, by next month, we should be launching the Project T. Foundation. So it's a nonprofit that's going to oversee all of this work. And the vision for the Project T. Foundation is to preserve Toronto's hip hop history for generations, for centuries, and ensuring that the documentation of Toronto hip hop is as accurate as possible. And something that I'm really proud of in terms of my new exhibit is how many people from Toronto's hip hop scene have shown up to the exhibit, checked out their bio, read their own bio, and said, "Oh, he got it right."
Yeah.
Great. That's awesome.
Last thing I want to ask you, even before you go, right? Everything that you have set up there, you have all of these different players in play. Compilation, maybe?
Like a music compilation?
Music compilation?
Yeah, I'm down.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got all of these different people in the exhibit. You can just draw from that.
Yeah, I'm down. We actually wanted to do because I'm like Sony's one of the sponsors, right?
That's what I'm saying.
We wanted to do a playlist, but there just wasn't enough like time, wasn't enough bandwidth.
Yeah.
The production process for the exhibit was so intense that adding new elements to it was difficult. Just to get the production process took about half a year.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, listen, brother, I appreciate you coming through here, shedding some knowledge on us on what you got going on here, what you're doing for the city and for the scene, especially. You're creating a time capsule that people can look at in the future and be able to know about our hip hop scene and the evolution from time to time. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that you're mentioning, like, you're getting guys like Snow Day and different people from the now as well.
Yeah,
Great,
that's what I ran into Killy downtown 2 months ago, and that's what he said. He said he appreciated the exhibit and being included in it, and he said that he appreciated the range and generations. He's like, you have me and my generation, but you also have these older generations as well. So when everything's said and done, when all of the elements of Project T. Come out, I'd love for the range to be anywhere from the people featured in the project from being 10 years old to as old as 74. Because that's actually the range of Toronto hip hop.
No, man, I love that, man.
Incredible.
I love that. Well, listen, man, thanks for coming through, man.
Yeah, thank you.
If you want to hang out,
for what you're doing.
I'll be there tonight. I'm gonna actually
you're gonna go check it out tonight. Yeah.
I'm gonna go check it out tonight.
And I suggest to all the people out there,
Right away.
go check out the exhibit that's going on right now at Billy Bishop Airport while it's still there, and look forward to anything that Ajani's got going on in the future, man.
Yeah, thank you, brothers.
Oh,
I appreciate
bro.
it.
Big salute to the sponsors, Diamond Club, with delivery all over the GTA and now all across Canada. They got the best selection of flour, edibles, and pens, and all types of goodies that you need. You can find them on their Instagram page, DiamondClub_Canada, or you can find them on the 7 Days of Weed app as well as the Leafy Things app. Let them know that you heard about them through the We Love Hip Hop Network, and they may give you a discount. Big salute to Diamond Club. Cheer! Okay, yo, listen, big salute to Ajani Charles.
Ajani Charles.
You know what I'm saying? Look out for the exhibit that's going on right now. Project T. man. I think I might have to name the episode that today, Project T. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's get into some of our news stories that we have here, man. Because there's a bunch of them. You see all of the blue links? That means there's bare stories that I have.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get in our politics stuff out the way, off the top, all right?
Let's do it.
Big 47. It used to be Big 45. Now it's Big 47. DJT, aka Donald Trump, has won the election. All right?
DJT.
DJT. People are going crazy. If you go online, have you seen some of the videos of women like going nuts about the results?
Screaming into the void.
Which women though?
I guess left-leaning or Democratic or people from the Democratic side and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And then there was like some men that were like super extra soy boy men. You know what I'm saying?
You know what that means.
Talk to me.
You said soy boy.
Right? I'm trying to tread lightly because I don't want to call out the exact community, the letter gang, but like they were very upset.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Does this affect us? Let's start there.
Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah.
But in the way, I don't think it does in a direct way. I think it more like it increases the divide between left and right within our own borders. Because I saw a lot of girls on my IG, they post on their story, oh, if you're a Trump supporter, block me, unfollow me. It's one thing to like a different coffee from another, but homophobia, transphobia, these are not things you disagree on. Like, and
whoa, no, we can't.
You're not allowed, apparently. And it really like intensified division. And it even changed the way I approached it, because like I have expressed like my political views in that situation.
We asked on the podcast and you shot immediately.
100%.
Bang, Trump.
But at the same time, like I'm not gonna pretend like it's super like important to me in the same way that like my daily life is important to me. But for some people, like politics is their identity. And they say that a lot of people who are obsessed with politics, it's usually because they might lack control in their own life. So when they see political situations or political dialogue, it gives them some type of power. And it's like, yo, you don't believe in democracy? Like a lot of these shorties, I guess they don't believe in democracy. Like, because it's like, yo, at the end of the day, the people spoke, and whatever you want to say about him, I understand that, you know, he's not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Kamal's not perfect. He's not perfect. And, you know,
Kamala's not black.
I'm not going to say that. But.
Yo, bro.
Hi,
I gotta disagree with you there.
Kamala's not black. Stop it.
She's black, bro.
She's not black.
She's half black.
What's black?
What's black?
What's black?
Are we going one drop rule?
No, she does not even have one drop in her.
You don't think she has one drop?
Not one drop.
She's Tamil and what? She's half Tamil, half some. I know,
she
like
Punjab and a white Irish Jamaican for last name Harris, which were slave owners from Jamaica. Go through the research.
White
guys.
Irish Jamaican.
Yeah, you can be a Jamaican and white.
Yeah, I agree.
But
So
doesn't mean you're black.
Yeah, I know.
Right? So the last name Harris is a last name of actual slave owners.
But isn't that all like Jamaican last names?
No, that was owners.
Oh, owners
It's different
specifically.
from being the slave. You got your name from the owner.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Our names were something else before, but when you got put into shackles now, you're the name of the owner.
The family that owns you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Harris in Jamaica is a name of slave owners.
Well, they were the owners.
They were the owners.
But-
the Irish, the white that side that she comes from of her father, her greats were owners.
Wait, so she's not black?
She ain't black, no part. Not
Listen,
one part. She Indian.
I feel lied to.
You should feel like
Well, that's the thing. That was a whole point of contention. Is she black? Is she not? Right?
Yeah.
And she was trying to pander heavily to the black vote over there in the United States. Like she got all of the Glorilla,
stink pum pum gal to come out there, and not even one decent black woman to say, "Hey, come and vote for this so-called black lady."
You sound like this guy.
She got oh damn, yeah, that's my dog.
Look
right
at the
there.
Confederate flag scarf.
Most of us are unintelligent.
Oh my
always
God.
even glad. The average person who was coming to tell you to go vote didn't explain the three branches of government. So they telling you go vote, but they still forget to tell you that there's an electoral college vote.
Yep. So the people really
And
don't
it showed
even
me
pick the.
that our black entertainers are puppets, and not only they puppets, nigga, they lapdog, they bootlickers, and
Yeah.
they hypocritical because the police shooters, wrongful convictions, women being abused. What about the sister that got killed in Mexico by her friends?
Yeah.
They never speak out on nothing until the politicians go get them during the presidential election. Why don't they ever come out during the local election? We don't even know what Beyonce sound like if she ain't singing. So
we don't know if Beyonce sound like if she's not singing.
Oh,
That's bars.
Yo,
I feel Charleston.
and yo, that was also a huge red flag for me. The amount of major celebrity endorsement for Kamala.
Yeah.
Was like overwhelming. It's like, are we trusting Hollywood now? Like, is the whole left like convinced that like all these celebrities are like genuinely like, Kamala Harris is the truth? Like, yo, they're all getting a bag. They're all part of the same agenda. And I don't know. Me personally, I've always respected Trump as someone who's gone against the deep state. Someone who wants the people to know the truth as opposed to these secretive societies that the
money's leeching sons of.
And like secret meetings in forests
Yeah.
type. Like I really think that's what they be on, but I'm a
Baby
conspiracy
farm.
theorist.
But what about the rhetoric that people are
Adrenochrome.
saying, and this is like people on the left, and then some people who are just didn't vote at all.
Yeah.
That this guy is a racist, and
Who cares? He's not a bigot though. There's a difference. I
don't know, man.
I rather know that you don't. I rather know that you're a businessman. You really don't care. But everybody lying about that. I seen him with black women. I seen why
That doesn't mean anything.
Why would he release Lil Wayne? Why would he release Kodak flipping crack?
Get the black vote.
Right? The black vote.
People,
He doesn't need the black vote.
but okay, here's the thing. People forget Trump was in turmoil years back when his building complexes would not rent to Latinos and blacks.
That was
and
the thing.
He held it like he didn't really budge for like years about it. You know
Central
what I'm saying?
Park 5 also
Yeah,
was a
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
He put
wanted-
up billboards all
Yeah.
over the city like,
Yeah.
yo, these guys are guilty. And then they're not even the Central Park 5. They're the exonerated 5
Right,
now.
now.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
all
yeah.
got exonerated.
Yeah.
So
That's just a mistake, guys.
He's been able to cover up and like, you know,
That's a mistake, guys. He made a mistake.
yo,
He made a mistake. It doesn't mean he's racist. I might sound crazy.
That sounds kind of crazy.
Might sound
He
crazy.
sounds kind of racist to me.
He's racist, but he's not like a bigot.
Yeah, but are people looking past the racism? I think that's what people
Yeah,
don't care.
because everybody's racist. Everybody's racist.
Kamala
You're
Harris-
racist. You're racist in some sense. I'm racist in some sense. Like everybody has race, but I'm not a bigot. I don't hate white people. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna set something up for you because you're a white man, and I'm gonna be like let's get him killed because he white.
Yeah. I think you have it reversed. The bigotry is when you you're just a little bit prejudiced or whatever.
No,
But
bigot
racist is when you're like,
No.
listen, I'm going to keep you down and I'm going to systematically do what I can.
But no, you care for racist is someone who cares for his people. Right? You're racist. You care for your own people. You don't care about other people, race and all that. You just care for your race. That's cool. Right? You're supposed to. A bigot is someone who's gonna actually be like, F you, nigga. That's him. I don't like you because you are a white man. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's me being a bigot.
Well, I've always had the argument with definition of racism because for me, it's like if you're aware of race, then you're a racist in like a literal sense.
All of us.
Or like, but people would be like, you can't be racist against certain people because racism is institutional.
It's
It's
institutional.
systemic.
Yes.
These are like the
Yes.
buzzwords they use.
Yes.
And that was like when I was in university, that's what they would use. Cause I'd be like, you can be racist towards white people. And everyone would be like, no, no, because white people haven't been in racist discrimination. You know,
They're going to
like,
say it in the comments today too.
yeah, you know,
man.
and you know, these are all like semantics and stuff, but like despite you know, Trump has been able to PR himself really well, but you cannot deny that like if you specifically deny opportunities to like specific racial groups, like that is almost bigoted where it's like we won't rent to black and Latinos, like
Yeah.
but that's from the past too.
But that's
you know
the
what I'm
past.
saying?
But then you gotta look at
You
it.
have to admit it though, like
some black people and some Latino people, I wouldn't even rent to. I'm gonna be honest, bro.
yo, Dusty said it in.
I'm gonna be honest. Give me that white boy that get making all that money. Come here and rent my place. That sound crazy? Then call me crazy, bro. But your black ass then gonna beat me up like buckshot. If I kick you out of my house because you ain't paying the rent on time because you
He's not
done lost
Dusty
your
Wallace,
job.
it's Dusty Clarence Thomas.
I don't know what to do right now. Like
Sorry though. I mean what I'm saying.
no,
dog.
you're speaking
I
fact.
mean what I'm flipping saying. Like, and there'd be white people I could see that they trash, and I wouldn't rent to them neither.
See-
but like at the end of the day, it's your shit. I have a right to rent to whoever the damn well I want to rent to. And if in this area of Toronto, black people have a low income, black people ain't flipping giving like they ain't working. They're using the system. I don't want you renting my place. This is for people who are really doing their thing.
I ain't renting my place.
No, I told you, and you is
I'm sorry.
You are a landlord. So
I am a
you
landlord.
are a landlord.
I rent to no niggas.
You ain't rent for no niggas. I see who you rent to. I see who you rent
I'm
into.
sorry.
Okay,
I'm
so-
People
sorry.
want to pay their damn bills.
So I do agree people have the right to do business with who they want, but can you define that as racism in the sense where it's like you are literally basing it off? Okay, let me ask you something. Like, would you rent to like a black person if they were like a corporate professional?
Yes.
Yes.
So are you saying that like the majority of potential black renters
I'm
that
just
you
not
might
renting
deal
to the
with?
man them.
Yeah. If you're a stink coochie gal or one of the man them, no.
Don't turn my place into the trap spot.
Bro, no.
Stop. No. Sorry.
So, dog
okay.
doo-doo
Your
all over the
pants are
place.
sagging a little
Okay.
bit too much, just
Yeah.
like mine. No.
Yo, Pitbull.
If you look too much like me, you ain't getting my
getting it.
place.
Yo,
You're getting it, bro.
a lot of these Indians in Brampton will say like, "Oh, I'm only want to rent to Indians, no black people."
Good.
But then that's racist for them to do.
Hey,
Or is it?
you know what? They're doing it. What can I say? What can I say? But if you're see, this is where the stereotype comes in, because most of them, if you're coming as a single man or single woman, you fit the stereotype. But if you're coming with a family now, they might rent it to you.
I love how this conversation went from Trump and Harris to a whole racial conversation.
to why Friday doesn't rent to
White people.
Who are just revealing just shit that we just said. Okay,
I'm sorry.
Let's bring it back to the center here.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Besides the whole thing, do you think? Well, obviously, you guys feel that they made the right choice down there, right?
Yeah,
for sure. For the country and for the world. And for the world.
He's gonna cut the taxes and stuff. Oh damn, goddamn, thank you.
He wants to stop the war in Gaza, and he wants to stop the war in Ukraine.
Yeah.
So I support that because he's someone that on the world stage is respected. I feel like if Kamala Harris was president, other presidents are gonna look at her like predatory, like, oh, like, yo, we can take her food.
Muslim
Easy.
countries are not even talking to her.
Yeah.
They're not shaking her hand.
They spit on it.
Yeah.
Where is your husband?
Let me speak to your husband,
please.
For the people who voted for her, it's a sad reality for you guys. Like, but I think they were going on this whole thing that, like, you know, we're gonna be able to have a first black woman president.
She's not black.
I know you're gonna say that, but for the people who listen, there's a lot of people in America who are standing 10 toes down on
search
that.
Kamala parents, because is she really not black?
Listen,
you do that on your own time. You're gonna see.
We don't even have the time to do that search.
Yeah,
because we'll go into a wormhole
deep
that you will not believe, bro.
I've already
Candace Owens alone has like 5 episodes on this.
Yes,
shit.
Candace Owens will let you know in St. Elizabeth's, Jamaica, where the damn people come from.
She went crazy. I've been watching them like, you know what? I believe you.
No, you don't believe her. If you don't believe her, that's crazy.
No, but then I'm like looking at the woman, and listen, let's not get sidetracked into the Kamala Black.
I've seen some Indian gal lately.
Yeah, but let's not get sidetracked into the Kamala Black combo, because that's a combo that like people have had 100 times over. You know what I'm saying? And in the end of the day, she lost, so it don't even matter no more.
Yeah, but then it still makes it. You know what it honestly does make it look like? Black women are mad now, still angry black woman. You know what I'm saying? That's what it really is. The women that are voting for her are like black women that, like, you know, that have more than 1-2 baby fathers.
Of the black women that voted, 92 to 93% voted for Kamala Harris, which is an overwhelming like domination of one demographic. You know?
Yeah, but they're fooled in a sense. I felt
of
like
course.
they were being fooled, bro.
Meg Thee Stallion was twerking in the friggin'
you got
in
the
speech.
stinkiest pom pom gal to come.
So that brings up another point.
Yeah.
And then we'll get off of this politics stuff, right?
Yeah.
Does celebrity have the same ring as it used to? Because she brought out all of those different celebs. Donald Trump had his share of celebs too. He had a bunch too, but like, was it? I don't think everybody was voting for Donald Trump because he bought out Kid Rock and Hulk Hogan and all that. They're voting for Donald Trump because they like him.
Yeah,
right, and they like him the things that he's saying. Right, but Kamala bought out all these different people, and that didn't help. She had Taylor Swift out there. The celebrity endorsement, just even having that celebrity next to you, is it the same as it used to be, let's say even like 8-10 years ago?
I don't think so.
No, because right now they're already crucifying hip hop and Hollywood. So why am I trusting these baby blood sippers? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, for real, dog.
No, I get it.
What they did is they messed up. They thought because Trump is in with all the rappers and stuff like that, went to Detroit and said, I want to take a picture with the dude with the biggest chain. You know, their thing, he was playing war. So he mixed them up. He made them think, oh, this is what you have to do to get the vote. But really, that wasn't it, because they're already screwing Hollywood from the inside and out. So everybody's like, oh, this used to be my role model. Now you're hearing that they're drinking baby's blood. So you're like, what? We're not taking in Hollywood like that no more.
Celebrities have a bad rep.
Yeah, she was better off getting Kai Cenat up there.
Well, this is what I was going to say. I think our obsession with celebrities has transitioned to internet influencers and content creators, because look who Donald Trump had. Theo Vaughn, he went on Joe Rogan, who is a celebrity, but also major influencer. The Nelk Boys, Aiden Ross, versus Kamala. Kamala did like what people usually do, which is just get the biggest celebrities and tell them to say my name and get them to perform.
You know what I feel like? They all got manipulated because they have slip and slide videos.
Damn, even Eminem? No.
Even Eminem's on a slip and slide video.
No, not Slim Shady.
You know what I'm saying? No. They all got slip and slide videos, dog, with the baby oil and all that stuff. That's why they had to come outside.
So you don't even think they got paid? It was just pure blackmail?
Where was Jay-Z?
No, but that's the thing. It goes even to what your sayings are like. Those people, the top of the cream of the crop celebrity, they have such a bad rep now that you don't need to go to. You need to go to the guys who are the influencers. Or the celebrities who are celebrities in a different way now. I'm a celebrity because I have 1 million followers on TikTok.
The way J-Lo
I'm that kind of celebrity.
The way J-Lo pushed those tears out, it was like her corny scenes in every flipping movie you've ever seen her in.
Yeah, all of that is formulaic to us when we see it. But when you get to see somebody like the Nelk Boys, we don't know who the Nelk Boys are until like they've been able to grow their podcast and they became popular through that. They weren't like, oh, some famous boy band that started a podcast.
No.
You know what I'm saying? They're not in the celebrity
zone
bracket.
But
you know what I'm
Dusty, you have kids who are younger.
Yeah.
Do you see them obsessed with celebrities?
No, they don't.
Or they're more into the influencers.
They don't really know a lot of these like artists sometimes.
They don't know who Brad Pitt is like that. They might see him in some movies, but they'll know who some TikToker is more than Brad Pitt.
Yes, for sure. They're on Kick, they're on Twitch.
But during my era, and maybe even your era, like we used to like hyper fixate on celebrities to the point where like you had to have your favorite celebrity. You had to have a female celebrity crush that you would put as your wallpaper or your profile
they used
picture.
J-Lo on me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They tried to use J-Lo on me.
Yeah.
She tried to use J-Lo.
A celebrity crush right now might just be a YouTuber.
OnlyFans. It might even be. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. But like literally like content creators. I think those are the new like female celebrities because like we already get that like, okay, like you're famous. Okay, big whoop-de-doo. It's like we want to see the journey, which is why we like influencers. We see every step of the journey.
No, Trump played it right because even with the rappers, he did have some big rappers, but he also went for Chef G.
Yeah.
And all these underground drill rappers. He went for Trick, who's respected
in the D.
Influential, but he's not no mainstream star.
No.
Like, you have to know about hip-hop to know who Trick is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was amazingly played. You know what I'm saying?
He got Detroit voting for him.
Yeah. He's nowhere near to Beyonce's bank and celebrity and visibility, but his respect level is super high in Detroit.
I didn't believe Beyonce because she's in the ringer with all these
Jaguar Wright's talking about her and shit. Jaguar Wright and people who talk about people aren't talking about Trick. They're not talking about Chef G. They might be like, if he catches
because
a case.
there ain't no dirt on them. They ain't have no slip and slide videos, dog.
They're not like, oh, he was at this party.
Yeah, slip and sliding with Diddy.
Right? So, but listen, man. Because where are we? Like freaking 55 minutes. I don't want to do a whole political
First topic done.
No more politics for the rest of the until our politics start going crazy
soon.
Yeah, right.
Just now.
So stay tuned. Let's get to some actual hip hop shit here. Drake flew over to THUGS since he's been home, and this is courtesy of academics. He finally got back on live yesterday. Did a 7-hour live. Decided to spill a bunch of tea, and he said, from his sources, that Drake flew to THUGS since he's been home and blessed him with $1 million.
Sick.
All right, let me play what academics are saying here.
The talk is this.
Act such a gossiper.
They say 2 hours afterwards, Drake flew to Thug and allegedly gave him $1 million. Drake didn't tell me. Drake gonna hit me and be like, who told you this shit?
The way he's whispering, like as if he's not in front of 11,000 people.
You're still on a microphone, bro.
Like it's a secret still.
Like we could hear you act.
He's making it seem like it's a secret.
Which, by the way, super strategic move. Super strategic. Thug was in jail talking about let's squash all this beef. If I'm Drake, I need Atlanta. Okay, so I got one nigga in Atlanta. That's what I goes. Supposedly Drake flew to.
Okay, so the move. He did the move. Girl. What do y'all think of that move? And do you think is as strategic as Ak is talking about right there?
I mean, what do I think of it? I wish I was getting the $1 million is what I really think. But in terms of Drake's political moves, I guess post World War, I think it's good because obviously, like, first of all, he's probably made more than $1 million with Thug based on their music. You know? So it's kind of like the least, and they're obviously in good faith with one another. Like they seem to be friendly. So perhaps this could kind of lead to more work between them, more future music, and also him showing him like, yo, like during this whole thing, you kind of held it down. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you want peace. And it's like, I respect that. So I think it was a good move, I guess. Was it $1 million like cash or was
probably cash that you can put it on video and be like, yo, look, see, you know what I'm saying?
I was going to say, because he could send him $1 million worth of steak credits. So there's a difference.
You see steak all over these posts.
He's going to be playing bear those games now. Like,
don't worry, the million's going to come to you.
So I think it is a good move. And actually, you guys
No.
I think it's a good move because he would have done it if he'd battled Kendrick Lamar or not, because that's his homie. But because of this battle, it's actually even a better move because we need Atlanta back, man. This guy trying to make it like, oh, me doing things with Atlanta makes me a colonizer. So now all these guys in the States, every time he does a track with an Atlanta guy or Lotto Atlanta woman, oh, there's that colonizing again. You know what I'm saying? Young Thug is a powerful voice in hip hop. If he's like, nah, bro, why y'all mad at Drake? That's my homie. He should be your homie too. That might start changing the temperature the way everybody's kind of moving with Drake.
And also politically, like when you gift someone something, they accept it, you are almost like for sure allies. Like you have solidified that this person just by accepting the gift. Like rich Arab dictators used to do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like they would hire these like rappers from America, give them wads of cash during times where like America hates this guy. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about like diplomacy. So I think it's a very calculated move, and because obviously like you're not just gonna give $1 million to anyone, and you kind of maybe this is a form of damage control. But I will honestly say that like after everything, and even after like the Vince Carter retirement stuff, and like he went at DeMar DeRozan, like I feel like the hype is kind of done with even like with Not Like Us and Drake. Like I feel like it came and went. Like I don't feel like it lingers like it used to.
It did? No. You think so?
That's what I think, bro. I feel like people are kind of like
no, because anytime Drake says
anymore.
something now, and they're like, he's just sour.
You know what I'm saying? Name in that, like Kendrick found a way to shoe his name into Drake's story so crazy now that anytime that like I just said before, this is his friend. He would have done this for him anyway, probably. But now we're analyzing it from the point of view of post-World War.
Yeah, like
you know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Kendrick's the boogeyman for real.
Well, he did that.
Can you tell the Biggie or Tupac story without mentioning the other?
Not after they had that battle.
Yeah, so I think, do you feel like that's going to be the same impact that we see with Drake and Kendrick, or just Drake? Like,
no,
can you tell the Kendrick story without Drake?
I think Kendrick, when he does things, they're going to start looking at it like, okay, so did you beat Drake's record when he dropped his last album, right? For all that shit that you were talking and whatever, and we're going to get to even with him with the Grammys and stuff, right? Okay, but does that beat Drake? Because even all this whole time, people kept on posting statistics. Hey, did you know Drake did this amount of billion streams every month? You know what I'm saying? So even while Kendrick, quote unquote, won the battle, people are keep on showing that Drake won the war.
Yeah.
I might the war in terms of like success.
Yes,
he was always winning the war, and he was always going to win the war. Like, was it even a war?
I don't know, because Kendrick's now getting these crazy accolades. He's doing the Super Bowl. He's doing. He's getting the Grammy nominations.
Kendrick was in power. There's other accolades that he has over Drake in a certain sense. When I think about it, because Drake comes from an acting background, but the most important thing for a rapper is what he does after he's rapping, right? What does Drake do after he's rapping?
Mogul status, I'ma say.
But what do you do after? What do you do?
If you're Drake?
Yeah.
I don't think Drake's going to do anything. He's just going to keep on rapping until he dies, bro. I think Drake's going to rap until he's like in his 70s, 80s.
making music.
You think so?
Yeah.
Like he's like Frank Sinatra.
No, and remember, he's
That'd
more
be
than a
sick.
rapper, right? So
Yeah.
as he gets older, he'll probably rap less and start doing more singing.
Unforgettable.
Right? And but like he can do that. He has that option,
yeah.
right? As the way his talent set, he can start leaning into the singing more as he
Singing
gets older, right?
Mm.
But I think he'll be making music
Mhm.
at a high clip until he's ready to just stop.
So then
doing
that's where he beats Kendrick. In the end results,
anything.
you know what I mean? It's not about the what's that saying? The swift. It's about the
steady.
steady. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna just keep going, doing his thing. He may not get the hits as he used to, but he's gonna keep going, doing his thing. While Kendrick's gonna have to like go and do some acting, go and be in a movie, go be like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna have to wear himself a little more thinner.
But I think Kendrick has that niche audience where he can continue to make avant-garde hip hop music, you know, like that, like spoken word kind of like conscious community. I feel like he can do private shows where people are snapping.
He doesn't have
you
to fill Drake's spot that people, quote unquote, people thought that Drake got knocked out of. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a different spot.
They both have their own lane.
Yeah.
Really
Like
think
we're
about
not expecting Kendrick to do what Drake's been doing all these years, like
No,
make
but
a
he
bunch
can.
of hits and shit.
Yeah.
But we
Or
don't
party
expect Drake
hits.
to do the same thing either with like the super conscious, lyrical, miracle,
Yeah.
spiritual type stuff.
You know what? And you know we're kind of sidetracking from the thug thing, but we'll get back to it in a second. I've always thought people are always wondering, like, you know, Drake needs to make some conscious music. Da, 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 da. Do we want conscious music from Drake? Me personally, I don't.
I already feel when he talks about his life and when he was talking about his mom in the beginning stages, that was conscious enough.
I like his introspective shit about himself, but people
Yeah.
are like, yo, we need you to talk about more social issues. Da, 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 da.
No.
Do you want, is that what you want from Drake?
No.
I'm asking you guys.
No,
Not you?
He needs to be smart and never get into politics and never talk about religion. Do what you want to be one of the top in the game. Do what Jay-Z and do what 50 does. Don't get Jay-Z got into politics, but 50 ain't into politics.
Yeah. And Jay-Z did that in the latter part of his career, like 444 and stuff like that. He
Yeah.
might talk about a little politics and stuff like
but
that.
he talking about
little
art.
bit.
On
Yeah.
444, he talking about art and stuff, like looking like Basquiat and shit.
You know what I realized? And I used to be like a super conscious rap fan where I'm like, it almost borderline like Christian rap when you're talking about like these big issues and God and the devil and all this stuff. But I feel like if you want to do conscious music, you should sing it at least. You know what I'm saying? At least like with reggae, like it'll be like conscious, good vibes, but it's musical. But when it's just a man rapping, rapping like in your ear, just talking about like all these like issues in the world, it's like,
I
that's
heard you, bro.
I'm not
Alright.
trying to listen to that, you know, like, so I feel like I wouldn't, I like the self-reflective Drake when he's conscious and conscious about, you know, psychology and emotions and maybe a little bit of societal reflection or, you know, but when it comes to actual music that you want to listen to, like, I'm not trying to listen to that at this age, you
I'll
know?
go to Kendrick for that. You know what I'm saying? So when the people who are like, yo, Drake, he should be, no, bro, Drake does this. And then there's other artists who do that. Like, if I want conscious shit, I'll go to my Dead Prez album from back in the days or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll go listen to a conscious rapper. But like, to put him under an expectation, like, well, that's why you're not really the guy, is because you don't do no conscious shit. Like, bro, like, that's not my bag. What do y'all want from me?
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying?
As a DJ, the value of conscious music when you're in a set and you need to play songs that are going to get people to dance, conscious music does not have that much value. At least conscious rap, you know what I'm saying?
Even all right, you have to play that in a specific setting. That doesn't set off every party, bro.
No.
Doesn't.
You know what I'm saying?
Does it? I haven't heard that DJ'd in like years.
No.
The other song, the one from the Good Kid, Mad City, the
Swimming pools?
No, the man, y'all.
No, where you from? Yeah.
That's what people play at
Good
the
Kid,
party.
Mad City.
Yeah.
Good Kid, Mad City. They play that track at the party,
Yeah, yeah.
but they're not playing all right. They're playing that at a rally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they're not playing that at the jam.
No.
All right is like top level fundraiser music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right? Still has a bounce to it though.
But like I said, we got super sidetracked.
Super sidetracked.
Enjoy the $1 million, Young Thug.
Yeah. Hold up,
Drake,
man.
keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
That is my.
No, that
Thought
we
on
can close
that.
it out. We can close it out, man.
We can?
Salute to
Thank
those
you.
guys, man. But speaking of Kendrick,
Oh goodness, can't escape this guy.
God.
the Grammy noms are in. I want to take a quick break from this episode to give a big shout out to Only Loud. Canada's one-stop shop for your favorite legacy brands and all things Loud. Only Loud provides mail order delivery nationwide and same-day delivery to those in the Ottawa area. Check them out at onlyloud.ca or follow them on their socials, Instagram at onlyloudcanada or on Snapchat onlyloud.ca for more exclusive content. Only Loud is not just a product, it's a lifestyle. Big salute to the sponsors. Cheer.
Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam.
Yo, sidetrack, no sidetrack. Gideon has his catch a EDP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and he plays that song.
Yeah.
He plays an interpolation of that song in his intro. You hear that, right? To catch a EDP, and it's like, oh my god, that song has been so associated with PDF files.
Yeah.
That it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But nominated for a Grammy.
As it should be. I'm not gonna lie. Like, even though it's a diss track on our boy,
Yeah.
it was popular enough that you have to acknowledge it if you are the Grammys, right? Like, and by the way, like, Drake never liked the Grammys anyways.
Yeah.
Yes, and also in Kendrick's defense, Back to Back was nominated for a Grammy back in the days. It wasn't nominated for as many Grammys, like Song of the Year, Record of the Year, Rap Performance.
Song of the Year? Like, in general?
Yes. Why not?
Which one?
Not Like Us, Song of the Year.
Yeah.
Who else is it nominated with? What other songs?
Let me see here.
Oh my goodness. What are these other songs?
Let me see here.
Fortnite, Taylor Swift, Post Malone?
I'll pull up the Kendrick Grammy nominations. There should be a list somewhere here. I'll go into Rolling Stones. Get this ad off of my face here. So, for Record of the Year.
Okay.
Right?
Texas Hold'em, that's a big track, and Beyonce is a powerful witch in that industry.
Sabrina
Sabrina Carpenter, that's a big
Espresso.
track.
Not Like Us, Fortnite, Post Malone, right? Good Luck Baby.
Yo,
by Ro- Listen, these are
The Beatles' final song?
I don't
Now and
How are
then?
the Beatles nominated in 2024? There's like one, it's not even the Beatles, fam. It's the Beatle. It's just one guy now, bro.
That's
It's just Paul
wild.
McCartney, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Or no, Ringo's still alive, I think.
Ringo.
So yeah, he's nominated, and you see Album of the Year? Album of the Year. Sabrina Carpenter's in there. Charlie XCX, Brat, Billie Eilish.
Jeez.
But look, Blue Sun, new Blue Sun.
3 Stacks.
Andre
Three
3
Stacks.
Stacks. The Blue
Yeah.
album is nominated for Album of the Year, bro. Slow
Good for
year,
him.
bro. I'm sorry.
He played the flute.
He played the flute for a whole album. It's a slow year in music, bro. And that's the album nominated for Album of the Year.
That's
The
crazy.
flute album?
That's crazy.
What other albums, like, what were some sick albums that dropped this year? I couldn't even
I
tell
don't
you.
know, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
people don't drop.
this is all people that I don't listen to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jacob Collier. I don't listen to them. The rap category, there was one thing also, and let me see if I can find that. Because Doechii, who's also signed to TDE,
Yep.
she got nominated for a couple of things. All right, Grammy nominations. Let's go to rap.
You know what's interesting? I feel like they're almost going to give the fact that they nominated that the Kendrick song. It's almost like they're going to give it to him. The fact that he's even in the nomination, it's like why would they even nominate him? If
Kendrick just opened his mouth. Somebody go hand him a Grammy right now.
But Kendrick had different songs this year too. Like that
Did
wasn't
he?
nominated.
Well, Like That was nominated.
Oh, was?
Yeah,
For
it's-
Hip Hop Record of the Year?
Yeah, for hip hop record. Yeah.
I want to see who else got nominated on that, because I wonder if First Person Shooter got nominated.
No, but also when it comes to Drake, he doesn't submit for the Grammys.
Yeah.
You have to submit.
Yeah.
Yeah, your team has to schmooze.
Drake ain't.
So
messing with
Drake
the
didn't
Grammys.
get one nomination
Unless
unless someone else he's featured on a song that was submitted.
basically.
Interesting.
Right? Drake doesn't mess with the Grammys, and that brings up a whole other conversation too, because Drake don't mess with the Grammys. The Weeknd don't mess with the Grammys neither. But Kendrick is nominated for multiple categories for his song "Not Like Us."
Oh, they submitting. It's like
They're submitting.
Kendrick
Yeah.
submitting.
Yeah. But he's also the Mr. Let the Party Die. So what are we doing? Are we letting the party die, or are we performing at the Super Bowl and accepting Grammys?
bro.
He's performing at the Grammys,
Probably.
not like us.
So what are we doing? Are we the guy who's anti-industry, or are we doing everything that the industry wants us to do?
Oh my goodness, this is
No, he's doing it on his own timing.
Okay, wait, best rap.
Is he?
performance.
Because those people have to. You have to be on a strict schedule to be
True.
with the Super Bowl. You're rehearsing all from now. From the time it was announced, he's rehearsing.
True.
Right. So he's on
True.
their schedule. He can't even do shit outs. Right.
True.
Industry shit.
Yeah.
Right. Drake's turning down the Super Bowl 4 times allegedly.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
I got other shit to do. I just want to do my music how I want to do it, like an artist.
Yeah.
Oh my
Right?
goodness.
A la Kendrick Lamar. Right.
And he hangs out with Dr. Dre.
Oh, your award shows that mean nothing to us? I'm not even submitting for that shit. Oh, I dropped a diss track dissing a man, calling him a PDF. Hey, can I get an award for that?
Yo, it's almost like
Yeah.
Drake is more anti-establishment than Kendrick, even though Kendrick's whole brand.
No, he is more anti-established. Not almost. He is.
Kendrick's whole brand is built on being anti-establishment and like pro-people, but like
But
the
needs
things
the
he's doing.
machine.
But he needs them. He likes the machine.
He
loves
got a
it.
song with Taylor Swift.
Yeah, he
And
loves
Maroon
the machine.
5.
And Maroon 5. I don't like to keep on bringing this shit up.
No,
and they
makes
call
sense.
us the Drake Glazers or whatever.
No, it makes
but
sense.
fam, like
That's a
It
good
makes
point.
sense.
the one man that you guys call the culture vulture, white boy
Yeah.
colonizer, all this, he's like, no, I don't want to be part of any of you guys' big organizations
Yeah, I'm
and shit like that.
against it.
I'm gonna do me and still be the top guy. But then the guy who's dissing him is at all of the parties
Yeah.
that he wants to die.
Yeah. And then when you really look at it, he hangs out with Dr. Dre, who's a known
Who's
woman.
a crazy woman beater.
beater.
So, do you feel like Kendrick kind of like
Took his own
leverages?
shit.
He
flipped
leverages.
it.
He leverages consciousness, but he's still part of the machine. Even
Yeah.
though his fans think he is the most anti-machine out there, because the type of music he makes, I'm not gonna lie, the type of music he makes isn't like machine music. In
No,
that
it's
sense.
anti-machine. It's anti-establishment. It's like, I don't care if I have a hit. I just want to
But
make good
really,
music.
he's in the machine.
Yes.
He's a plant.
That's been a thing that came out from before.
He's a plant.
That not as a thing, but people have said this.
You know what this is reminiscent of to me?
He's a plant.
You know what this is
Disappointed in you,
reminiscent of?
Kendrick.
You know how your boy, Mos Def, Yassine Bey, built his whole brand about being this like enlightened, conscious rapper, but then you met him and he was a bucket.
He was a bucket.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like
yeah.
Kendrick has like almost like in the similar
on.
vein.
Respectfully, Yassim. Respectfully.
Respect.
Keep going.
I guess I was just listening to Mos Def the other day, so I still like his music, by the way.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like when you told me that, like it's almost like the aura kind of removed itself because you're so convinced that's who they are. And Kendrick comes off as a very genuine, authentic person, so it would almost be hard to believe that like he manipulates the audience by selling them one image when in reality he's really an industry star, an industry darling.
Bro, the man said on the song, I don't like the bitches you fuck. Right? Which is
Weird.
Ayo. Right?
Yeah, super weird.
Why you know
Why you
watching
watching
Next
Bad
Man
Boy?
like
Why-
that?
yeah.
Yeah, watching. You don't like girls that
But
fuck.
fam,
so?
you did a whole album talking about how you were smashing all these white girls for the ancestors. So Drake can't turn around and say like, I don't like the smoke. If he turns around and says the same thing, they're gonna call him a racist.
I know.
I don't like the chicks that you smashed that you were talking about on Mr. Morale.
Yeah.
You're knocking all them white girls down, the blonde, blue eyes for the ancestors.
Yeah.
Okay, so what? Nobody can say that about Kendrick because he was doing it for the ancestors. You're still doing the same thing, bro. You're still participating in debauchery, bro. And admitting it just because you admit it on records doesn't make you better.
Wow. Drake is more anti-establishment than Kendrick.
He's boycotted the Grammys for mad years. It's not year one. It's like 5-6 years he's boycotted the Grammys, bro. The man says that he uses it as a doorstop, bro. His words.
I know he was drinking champagne out of it.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
he didn't
shitted on
care.
the Grammys, bro.
And by the way, I think you have to pay to submit to the Grammys. If I'm
I
correct,
don't know, but-
like the labels are
Yeah.
probably you can't just probably like submit like anonymously or for free. So
Yeah.
and he submit for record of the year, like all the
Yeah, but-
nominations he got, he submitted for.
But it's also the writer, the writers that talk about you, who are
Yeah.
down with the Grammys.
oh, like
right?
the journalists, they have
So
like
the
a
journalists.
votes.
So what you have to do is find out who the journalists are, and then you start smooching them. So what you do is you take one of them or two of them out for some dinner, the label or whoever,
Yeah,
and then you have them under your armpit. You get what I'm saying? So that's how you really get nominated. It's the journalist that talks about you and all that, and where your music's placed, and and the committee.
The Grammy committee. Yeah.
So the Grammy committee. So like you might have to take. You're hoping someone from your label has a great relationship with Jay-Z.
Well, probably if you're a record label, you know the Grammy committee by first name,
Yeah,
like because you've been working with them for years.
The Grammy committee is a collection of different people from different places. So this artist that might be on the Grammy committee one year and the next year they're not, or whatever.
But still,
it revolves, right?
Yeah.
But you might be a producer, or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've heard Parks from Joe Budden say he's been on the Grammy committee before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
and then you find out who the journalist is.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But listen, salute to Kendrick, I guess. I don't know, like he's made sure that he put himself in enough categories that he's taken home 1 Grammy for the night, at least. But I think he's gonna sweep the shit.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think he's gonna.
Yeah,
you're gonna see that picture with him with like a bunch of Grammys
because Jigga could make it happen.
I think he's an industry darling.
Wow.
Everything that I just said earlier, like that Drake is not, but everybody says that Drake is. Kendrick is. And then it's going to be all bought together at that time. It's right before the Super Bowl, so you'll see the picture of him and all the trophies, and then him performing at the Super Bowl. Done. Full, scene complete.
Like in his mind, he beat Drake. In his mind.
The industry is helping this, bro.
Yeah, I know. So in his mind, he feels he beats the person who was the top dog.
No, but the 20v1 isn't Drake versus a whole bunch of rappers. It's Drake versus the industry.
Yeah, 100%.
Because the industry is catapulted, no matter what, the song is a great song and whatever did what it did, but the way that the industry has catapulted him with this song and everything, incorporating it into the Super Bowl, all that, bro. Come on, fam. They're not playing fair, bro.
Yeah, and the way that all of these other rappers attacked Drake at the same time, it was almost like they were able to like militarize.
Yeah.
And like
they
be
all
like,
were on a phone call.
Yeah,
those are the foot soldiers.
Yeah, so maybe the Drake is anti-Grammys, but the Grammys are anti-Drake, perhaps.
The industry is.
Now.
The man doesn't even have a home for where he's dropping his records at this point, fam. He's just dropping them on the gram and then sometimes putting, then beefing with his label. Then they're taking the shit off of the gram. Fam, it's been a weird year, bro.
Yeah, they're doing him like Prince.
How many more albums does he have left on my contract? Like, yo... free Drizzy, I guess.
Free Drizzy.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Free Drake.
No, he's trying to tell us something, bro. He's posting
Blink twice,
IG
bro.
music videos at STC, no face, no case. Like, yo, he's trying to tell us, like, bro. I'm compromised.
Look, last week when we were looking at that video and we were trying to find it, it's not even on his channel, bro.
But that was the drop for the new store that's in Scarborough Town.
Yeah, but fam, he's not even dropping the music video on his channel. That's gonna get them gazillion views on it. Like, we have to find it from people who are re-uploading the video. That's weird.
Do you think he even has ownership of his main Drake YouTube channel with tens of millions of subscribers?
I think
or however many million.
You can own it in the beginning, like any artist owns their own channel, but then when you get into a big contract with a label, they might take a percentage of your YouTube revenue.
Then that's probably what Cash Money was doing before. If anything is Baby got or Prince. No, Jay Prince.
Jay Prince.
But listen, man, salute to Mr. the Grammy darling over there, Mr. Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
I know people are gonna be like, yo, you guys, this is a bunch of Kendrick Lamar hate, but
no,
it
it's
is
not
what it
hate.
is,
No,
man.
I just realized.
Yeah, you gave me some new insight because I'm like, yo, Drake has always posed as like the pop industry darling, and Kendrick is like the people and the hood and the streets. But it's like, really, when you look at like the moves, it's quite different.
Very industry.
Very industry.
Yeah. Let's go local for a quick second here. I got some new tunes that just dropped that I've been keeping my eye on that been getting some traction. Can we start with Casper TNG?
Computers, that song?
Yeah.
Oh, I love this song.
TNG, Streamium, D-Tang. D-Tang.
People walk them down in Pumas. Pay too much for all this ice. Try me, I'ma show me.
Hold on, I need to play this off of Spotify. My bad.
Give him the stream.
I need to go off of Spotify because
too much ice on me. I feel like Rick Bro.
The YouTube is not doing it justice.
Computers.
What do y'all think, man?
Yeah.
Yo, bro, that guy knows how to make some tunes, man. Like stuff that make it immediately you remember it. Like now you just want to sing along.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Song's not even done. You're already like, all right, I know what to do now.
No, it's a great song, and I think it's a song right now that the city needed, because I feel like people are losing interest in Toronto music, but like this type of music from Casper, it's like what we want to hear from Casper and what we want to hear. These are songs that you can actually repeat. You know what I'm saying? And it still maintains his authenticity as like as a drill rapper or whatever. He's still able to be authentic, but it's like melodic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I don't feel like I feel this might be a threatening song to play around people.
No.
There might be some shit that he's saying in there that is like, oh shit, I don't know, but like,
he makes it sound smooth.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to DT Beats on that beat though.
Killer. And yo, I can't lie, D-Thang's verse is it's pretty hard, but it is aggressive. Like you know what I'm saying?
D-Thang, man.
Yeah, go to his part.
Oh, let me play the D-Thang part.
Shot him in the head. Why he ain't died?
Jeez.
Salute the D-Thing on that.
Yo, this is a record, eh?
It's a record.
It's a record, eh?
And also salute to D Beats and Streamium also that's collaborating this all together too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got bangers, bro.
It was a good rollout. I think they're at like 350K plus.
Yeah. That's why it also stuck out to me, because the numbers are up on these guys, man. You know what I'm saying? There's also Sav 4 times and
Is that how you're saying it? It's not Sav 4X?
Is it Sav 4X?
Sav 4 times is
Dude,
crazy.
he has a new song that just dropped with YG, Perks.
If you want to shoot it, then you get your pistol. And it's free, my niggas been taking them risks. It's free young season, it's still free glitch. I just creep through the alley with me and my blick up.
17K in a day.
In one day, 17K in one day. I'll play a little piece of this, but the one I'm going to get to in a second is the Streamium one as well. Big salute to Streamium. Holy shit, he's all over the place.
We love hip hop.
Big as the entrance.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, the one I wanted to get to here, Villains. 100 OTD, Sav 4X, right? K-Bands, and Streamium.
Yep.
Savage, you want in my hat. G22 at the box in the back. I'm riding for Brody, you know that's a fact. Bandit beside me, so how can I lack? If niggas are not, I'm like.
This is like a cipher. No?
Yeah, also salute to Studio Legends.
These niggas flat. Four niggas step, it's gonna be a hot. We slip on the airplane.
Jesus Christ.
The hat. He says it's gonna be a hat. All right. So yeah, man. Listen, and what quick disclaimer: we don't condone of what the man them are talking about when they're talking about smoking ops or whatever. Just from the rap and the skill sets. What do y'all think?
What I will say, so is it Sav 4 times, Sav 4X? I don't want to miss
4 times.
Savvy. So I'm gonna just say Sav.
Just
I
say
guess.
Sav.
I think he has such a unique voice and delivery, and I think that is what's gonna carry him, and that's what people are like they enjoy about his music. You know what I'm saying? I think he's still young, and I think he's gonna kind of eventually continue to learn about making a record, making a song that can last the test of time. Because but right now he has like the hoods on smash. You know what I'm saying? So. That's how it starts, and I think as his sound evolves, as he grows older and matures, I think we're gonna see music that might be able to cross over and reach a larger audience. Because to me, this is like it's good, but it's limited. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Casper has gone through that phase, and he kind of knows how to make a record that will last the test of time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that
saying?
People can just sing along to.
But for what he's doing, this guy's probably making the most noise. I was discussing with my boy, like it's either him and or Haji Basso as like rookie of the year in the city, and I want to get your guys' take on that because
that's
I feel
a big statement right there.
Yeah,
rookie of the year.
Eastern Conference is Sav, Western Conference is Haji. That's my opinion. But comment down below what you think. Who is the rookie of the year?
Yeah, who is the rookie?
Is
of
it
the
Snow
year?
Day? Snow Day had a song with Drake. This year,
that's a pretty big one.
That's another one. That's like you can't discredit that.
But also, because it's parody, it might fall out of the rankings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as far as with these guys right here, like Sav 4 times, 100 OTD. Who else did you say? Haji Basto.
I'm trying to think who else like just came on the scene this year and made a splash. You know what I'm saying?
There's also Velo who's doing his thing as well. You know what I'm saying, from the East End. I don't know, man. Let us know in the comments below people who are just, because the people who are coming to my mind right now are all people who've been doing it for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And not like 10 years, whatever, like the last 5 years. You know what I'm saying? And even Haji Basto, he's rookie of the year maybe last year.
Yeah, it was a last year.
Oh, true. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, he probably was putting out music in 23.
Right?
Yeah.
So, you know, we haven't had like, this has been a slow year in music. I ain't gonna lie. Like, we have some guys who've been standing out, but for the most part, there hasn't been a lot of new guys who've been standing out from the pack. And then even not as much music has been dropping. We're happy about the numbers that we're seeing now too, because they're higher than everybody else's numbers. But in the whole grand scheme of things, and we were talking about this off camera, the Toronto numbers are not as high as they used to be. Like the songs I was playing in the beginning all have 1 million+ views on them.
Yeah, easy. So what point do you feel like, okay, once we get to an average of these amount of views, we're back? Like, do you think it has to be like half a mil?
1 million.
1 mil per
least
like
1 million.
per banger.
Because even like somebody like Casper that we were talking about, he has his older catalog, million, like Burberry Closet, million, all of the different songs, million views.
Yeah.
K Money, 20-something million. You know what I'm saying? Black Challenger. If I go look up the music video for Black Challenger now, Books.
Americans literally know about that song. Like,
yes.
People in America will ask me about this song.
It's
I'm
not
like,
even
how do you
his
guys know
beat.
Books?
And I played it off of Spotify because they just made it his beat.
Yes,
basically.
2 mil.
Right? 2.8.
Almost 3.
2.8.
Yo, I have a question for you guys though, because as I'm getting older, it's getting more difficult for me to engage with younger people music like I used to. Like, because like maybe it's like I'm so separated from them age-wise. Like when I was in my early 20s, mid-20s, yeah, like I could listen to like a 19-year-old, 20-year-old, 25-year-old. But as I'm almost 30, it's like these 21-year-olds, I'm like, I don't know, like how much can I actually relate to what you're saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
your music taste is changing,
well,
bro.
yeah. Your music taste is changing.
I feel like it almost froze at a certain time, like at like where I really, really like music, and that music taste still stays with me to this day. Or like if I have an artist that I used to like and they drop a new song, I'll rock with it. But it's difficult for me to genuinely get behind new like young boy music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't get behind it. I more understand it.
Yeah. You gotta.
I've learned to understand it, right? So when I'm hearing them drop their slang, I know what they're talking about. You know what I mean? So I gotta stay a little relevant, like
up to date.
Up to date with it, right? You gotta stay up to the time, right?
No, I agree.
Doesn't say I won't say I agree with everything they're saying, but I fucks with it, man.
Yeah.
If I wasn't doing this, I probably wouldn't be listening to as much of it. I'll be honest.
Real talk.
That's cool, but yeah.
Or
I understand.
the thing is, I won't even say listening to. I wouldn't be keeping up with it as much because I don't sit there listening to a lot of like Toronto rap. I know about it. I know, and I hear the songs and I take it in. I do my judgment from just knowing music. Right. But when I'm driving around, I'm listening to podcasts and shit, bro.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
Even as a DJ, like I have to stay up to date with what the younger people are listening to. But when it comes down to like, I feel like they're the intended audience for like a Sav song is not like us.
No, it's like a 19-year-old, 20-something
in the trench, like someone who's like actually trapping or in that life,
or trying to live vicariously through the trappers and or through the steppers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But
salute to both of them.
Yeah. Big salute to both of these.
I do think Casper has something special with that track, and hopefully it continues to grow.
Yeah. Quick thing, I'm gonna do a quick Toronto topic, but before we do that, right? That book right there on the table that's been sitting there. Is there another one behind? Okay, yeah. Let me get yours over here. Because people have been seeing this book sitting on the table.
Incredible.
Here, and we never explained what it is. The ABCs of Toronto slang. All right, this is volume 1. Is there volume 2 somewhere around?
This one is volume 2. This one's volume 2.
So there's volume 1 and volume 2.
Where's the package? So which one is this?
So
this is volume 1.
This is volume 1.
Yeah.
Okay. And the thing is that's dope about this, and salute to Infinite Bandit. Go follow the ABCs of Toronto slang also on Instagram. There's an Instagram page for this. Here's what's good about this. It's like a book with like animation and stuff like that in there. So it's like, a picture book. Easy. You know what I'm saying? No commitment. And then you have a breakdown from A to Z here. So A is for, are you dumb? When somebody acts silly. Did you wear your shoes backward? Are you dumb? Asked Billy.
On volume 2,
You can take one, man.
A is for a lie. When you agree it's fun to play outside, you say a lie.
How did they spell it?
AHLIE.
Correctly spelled.
Yeah.
Give me one, man.
W is for waste man. Worthless in their way. Don't follow the waste man. Find a better way. This is
man.
incredible. There's also a word search. There's actually a word search with Toronto terms.
Sick.
This is literally gonna be like the suburban companion to like Toronto culture.
Yeah. That's like the perfect coffee table book. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're gonna start getting some. Anybody who wants to link up and get some of those, hit up the ABCs of Toronto slang or Infinite. Sorry, give me the name again on the back there.
Infinite Bandit.
Infinite Bandit. All right, hit up Infinite Bandit, and we're gonna start. Maybe people can link us, and we'll put
Link
a We Love
me.
Hip Hop link in there or something like that.
No, this
Little
is sick.
affiliate link thing. You know what I'm saying? But big up, man. That's a really really dope idea. Dope coffee table book.
Yeah, if there was like a child refugee that just came to Toronto, I would give them this.
Yeah, this is the
You know?
pamphlet.
This
Remember
is
what I said?
perfect.
This is
Yeah,
the pamphlet?
This is the
The
pamphlet.
pamphlet.
This is the pamphlet.
He found a pamphlet.
I'm just gonna photocopy some pages and or get me the link and I'll just send it to people.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what
Just
you
in
need.
time.
Well done.
Okay, I wanna stay in Toronto quick fast because we were talking about some Toronto rappers earlier. Big salute to Steamin' Hot Grabba with a variety of different Grabba flavors and dispensers. They got red rose Grabba, that red herring Grabba, and peanut butter. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Steamin' Hot Grabba, and use the code We Love Hip Hop and receive a discount on your order. Again, you can find them on Instagram, Steamin' Hot Grabba. Now let's get back to the show. Yeah. And I have a story from Bucks GME. He's associate of Books. Actually, I won't even call him an associate. He was like on mad tracks with him. They had the Splash Brothers album together.
In Challenger, he mentions Bucks.
Yes. Okay, so now Bucks, he's actually convicted.
Oh man.
Right? So Ontario man, blasey blah, Bucks GME, who stole a chain from a stranger is guilty of and aggravated assault. A Toronto man who stole a gold chain from two strangers before shooting them both outside a Scarborough nightclub has been found guilty of second-degree M and robbery, but not guilty of attempted M. The jury did, however, find Walden guilty of lesser offenses of aggravated assault and in relation to an attempted N charge. The jury read out the guilty verdict. There was silence in a packed downtown courtroom on Wednesday. The 29-year-old Bucks GME was on trial, sitting next to his lawyer. He put his hands over his face and appeared emotional. So I'll stop there. This, this stems from what they're saying, a robbery and a shooting that turned into an attempted M, right? And the person died.
Damn.
Right? So, bro, he was one of the guys too. He was blowing up with Books.
Yo, this is very unfortunate and tragic. But I want to point to something that I've noticed.
Talk to me.
Bogey breaks can be lethal, bro. Because a lot of these guys get caught slipping when they're going for a bogey, bro. When they're stepping outside for a bogey.
Yeah.
This not like, I swear, even Robin Banks out for a dart. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
yo, man, stop the bogeys.
You almost caught slipping going out for a dart.
Yeah, thankfully, I didn't go out for a dart.
Thankfully, you didn't.
You know what I'm saying? I was having a great time inside, but sometimes you want to go for a bogey, and that could be your last bogey. You know what I'm saying?
Holy smokes.
Put the bogeys down, boys.
Yeah,
Holy
but
smokes.
also with this, like, man crashed out, bro.
Man, crash out. You got teeth people's things.
You crashed out, bro.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
man.
with all respectfully, like you crashed out, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Okay,
But I'm not saying it in a bad way. Like, come on, bro. You're going to sit in there now and you're like, damn, I ain't even...
Yo,
Yeah.
take this in. Court heard that a man in a black puffy jacket approached Khan and his friend, asked for a cigarette before grabbing the gold chain that was hanging around Khan's neck.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Like, yo, is
Yo, you
the
have a
bogey?
Fam.
Same time you're swiping.
Yeah, bro. Your true captain was just in here, and he said the first time that he got robbed was when he was working at his job. He went outside, and man came up to him and was like, "Yo, let me get a bogey, bro." And from there, he got yammed.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness, yo,
the bogey, bro.
They don't tell you about that. They say cigarette smoking is bad for like your lungs and your health, but like it could also mean in Toronto it's like you might get robbed, or killed.
Yeah.
But like he crashed out, bro, because he had his thing going. Not that he was the main guy in the scene. Boogs obviously was the star of their crew, right? But he was right there, bro.
He was his right hand.
I listened to that Splash Brothers mixtape or Splash Bros mixtape. That shit was dope. I used to listen to that in the car. So this is how much potential these guys had at like being mainstream. We're not mentioning the fact that Boogs ain't on road neither. Right? Boogs is in jail too.
Yeah.
For almost the same type of shit.
Yep. So what does that mean?
I think Toronto man's crashed out a little bit too much. These are the guys who had 1 million views before. This is where we are.
No. They're really living their raps, bro.
Yeah.
Let's be real, bro.
They're
really living their raps, bro.
Can I say something?
Real
And this is where I kind of saw the switch in Boogs, because Boogs was like he was like almost like a Wiz Khalifa. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't super rapping like politics and stuff. He was like fun party music, like suburban kids liked him.
Yeah.
But then when he got with Chromas,
and then she dumped him.
Yes, but even during, it's like I think he was kind of forced to G up in a sense and like make sure that like people couldn't mess with him. He was forced to kind of puff out a little bit.
Yeah, because he's probably getting.
And that I think that attracted some type of energy, because that's not what got him to the dance, so to speak. Like what got him to the dance is like, yo, you're a good rapper. You know how to make good party music.
Yeah.
But then I think because Chromes was kind of like aligned in that life, he's like, oh, I have to be that guy now. You know what I'm saying?
And the pandemic, I think, helped or hurt too, because man started getting super fixated on the Instagram Live. And when he came home during that pandemic time, he went on a crash out mission on Instagram Live like every single day. And then it became me going at top 5 and all that. And it got crazy. And it's like, bro, that has nothing to do with the style of music that, like you just mentioned, brought him to the jam in the first place, that got us acquainted with him in the first place. Right? So it's like you started deviating and turning into a drill rapper when like, nah, bro, we want to hear Black Challenger and, you know, the Nights in Barcelona and all those different types of fun shit. You know what I'm saying? Even like not the Aha remix that he did. Don't respond to shit, but 5, like, come on, bro. That's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
Yeah, and I think when you start to deviate from who you are, like things don't work out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's nuts. Like his homie's he's got caught a life bid, and we don't know what his status is. The last time I spoke to Boogs, he had an ankle bracelet on. Yeah. And then like 2 months later, he was out of here. He violated his parole or probation, I mean.
Yep. They found him in Mississauga with in a hotel room with what?
I don't remember. There's so much shit that happens. I don't even remember the details sometimes, bro.
Damn. We lose so much talent to, I don't know if it's just bad decision making, if it's crime, if it's a socioeconomic thing. Like
it's bad decision making, and really rap music doesn't make you as much. So you're going to continue doing what you came up in it doing anyways. Jugging. But into that bread.
You don't think these guys can make enough like touring random spots in Canada, random spots in Ontario?
If they're doing
it, and if most of the time you got an ankle bracelet on, you can't leave your flipping front step.
Yeah.
So where are you going?
No, but even before that, before the ankle bracelet, where's the gigs that these guys can be doing, even if at 500 a night? They're not even available. Nobody's doing that over here in the Canadian music scene, where like every night in somewhere in the country, man, them could perform for at least $1,000 bag. We're not talking about tens of thousands, but $1,500 at a night over here.
These are like wedding. You're getting into like wedding prices now. You know what I'm saying?
Like, and even if there was that available for these guys who are like the roadmans, they're not doing that, bro. They're not picking up a $1,500 to go do a half an hour show. Yo, you're dissing, fam. I'm gonna make that out OT. Okay, but you're gonna have to take some losses to become the big rapper who's getting $15,000 a night.
Nah, fam. I'm just gonna push my thing on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm not gonna open my head back for $1,500
You're
for the night. You're crazy, so
crazy.
the ops can get me. All right,
You're
so then you'll never be
crazy.
able to transition from street nigga to a rapper.
And keep in mind, police are like shutting down shows that are about to happen. So sometimes that opportunity is taken from them, and it's not fair. It's like, yo, we're just trying to like make our money. We're trying to like sell tickets. How come now we did all that stuff? Venues booked everything. Oh, police shut it down because they don't like them, or they have former criminal past.
Yeah, you guys be talking about smoking the ops, and their ops might show up.
The only man that I feel like
do show up.
Yeah,
the only man I feel like has capitalized on that is Pressa, because I see this guy doing like Sweet 16s and stuff.
Yeah, and people try to diss him for that. They were like, "What are you doing? What are you?"
It was at a pool, but it was at a pool party, right, or something like
He
that.
explained in an interview. It was some rich youth that invited him to do the thing, bro.
Yeah, bro, I'm doing it.
Yeah, and he's like, he loves his fans.
Yeah, bro.
He has fans, and he's catering to them. He's not, I'm too hard for that shit. Like,
You're crazy,
bro. He said he had a good time.
Security, get your security up that day and go.
They probably gave him whatever he wanted. Like,
YG's there balling up with the youths. He's just chilling. You know what I'm saying? He got to bring the with him. Yeah.
But how come someone like Pressa or YG, like they're able to capitalize on these gigs despite maybe they have similarities to like a Bugs or like a Bucks? Like how come, like in terms of like
they
were they able to corporatize?
They didn't crash out.
They didn't crash out. Their business is correct.
They didn't crash out. They had the same opportunities as Bugs. They're right next to Bugs is right next to Drake too. Mm-hmm. He has 2 collabos from Drake. Yeah, Pressa don't even have collabos with Drake.
Okay.
Not right now. That's out. Right? Or that like he's spoken about as public, right? Yeah. But Bugs has one that leaked and one that he talked about 100 times in his interview, right? So he has 2 Drake collabos. Him and Pressa have had the same looks from Drake. Maybe Drake's put him on the stage at OVO Fest. So I'm not even going to say that, Pressa's been put on stage, but Bugs wasn't. Bugs was put on the OVO grand stage too, right? But Bugs crashed out. Pressa didn't.
Yep.
That's the only difference.
It's the race. It's that race to the finish line. Who gets there? And then they get the reward. You know what I mean?
It's just about not crashing out. And you have to keep in mind, Pressa spent a lot of time outside the city once he saw success,
He's
right?
in LA.
So he doesn't have the opportunity to crash out. Whereas when Bugs is here, he's in the city and he's like doing these like lives and there's all these antics and stuff. Like you're creating an environment.
Go outside being your popular Toronto rapper ass self.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Everybody knows you out here, fam. So it's like you go to get some blunts at the store. Yo, go on. You don't know if it's a fan or not.
You don't know nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think about that. I'm not even one of these guys. Those guys are thinking about that 10 times over because they actually talk shit about somebody.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Man's getting a drop on them.
Yeah. But salute to Bucks GME. I don't know. I can't give him a salute because somebody died. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to the person that passed away. Condolences to their family. To the family. You know what I'm saying? And you're just gonna have to do your time and think about it, brother. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I got one more story. I think our camera was overheating quick, fast. Poetik Flakko. Okay. We haven't done a no jumper story in a quick second, right? Poetik Flakko moved to Texas.
Yeah.
So he has popped up on a couple of no jumper thumbnails lately, but for the most part now, the people who are there in LA, Almighty Suspect still pops up on the No Jumper show, and he has Lush and Brick Baby, who there's been videos being made about these guys that they're on the chopping block. Like Adam just reamed them out, paused the other day for like being super late. Yeah, and like he chastised Lush for like 20 minutes almost about this shit, right? And then Brick Baby showed up like later than that. All right, so I don't know, man. No Jumper might be on the downslide, bro. It might be done, man. Not done, but
we said this a year ago.
And he bounced back.
So
but
you know what
Flakko helped him bounce back to me, bro. Flakko was one of the main characters on that place.
Flakko can go off now and do his own thing.
He did.
Yeah, I prefer Flakko on his ones, to be honest.
On his ones, and Flakko. He shows up on Clubhouse a couple times with whack and shit like that. Like he's good.
Yeah, he has his own lane.
He has his own lane.
All those things, all true. just not points for Adam, bro.
Adam is gonna be fine because I think he always finds a way to stay relevant. He's doing all these raps.
Yeah, he's going crazy.
He's going crazy with the raps. Like, I don't think people care about his network. All the characters that he kind of built up have either gone and done their own thing, or they have fallen off and separated themselves. Like, he had Sharp for a little bit. Yeah. Sharp fell off, you know what I'm saying?
And then he left.
And Flakko as well. And yeah, like, people.
And Flakko hasn't left yet. Let's just be clear. But he's moved out of the state. Yeah. Texas is not right next door. So now when he has to do content there, he has to fly in, do a bunch of content, and then I guess fly out.
Yeah.
How long is he going to keep that up for? He's doing, especially as his channel keeps on bubbling. If you go on some of these view counts, I'm sure he does more views than No Jumper.
Who, Flakko?
Yeah, he is.
He
is.
Right?
Yeah, it's just hard because, like, you know, as someone who makes content too, and like I guess I have my own little media network. Like, I do respect Adam22 despite all the antics. Like, he's a hard worker and he's been able to, you know, provide for a lot of people and create moments. But I think maybe it's just like he should just focus on his individual brand, because I think from a cultural perspective, like, No Jumper is not relevant. It's almost like a Vlad TV. Because whenever I talk to my black friends, bro, none of them watch No Jumper. Like, I'm always the white guy being like, did you watch No Jumper?
That's crazy.
And then, like, it's onwe you know what I'm saying?
No, but like, I'm keeping up because I podcast.
Yeah,
right?
you know what I'm saying?
And I listen, with all due respect, if Adam does see this, because I mess with Adam, right?
Yeah.
But like, bro, look at these view counts, man. You know what I'm saying? 82,013 days on Brick Baby, one of the No Jumper staff. Flakko talking about it by himself does 82,000. 122,000 2 weeks ago talking about Dirk. You know what I mean? 45,000 8 days ago. He averages like about 50,000 a video type shit.
Yeah, and I love that, like, his setup is so like minimal and like low maintenance. It's just him talking into a mic and then like throwing images on it. Yeah, that's part of the appeal, is that like, wow, like I just chop up some clips and then like talking to a mic, and it's just like you're focused on the information he's delivering. Adam22 is like has like two people I don't care about talking about something I don't care about, and that's like an hour and a half video. Yeah, it's like, who's gonna watch that, bro?
The best content they have there right now on No Jumper is the Adam and Wack show.
And the Wack show.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. When I see Wack on camera and Adam, when he interacts with Wack, great.
That's a good
golden.
watch.
I watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I see, and this is respectfully, when I see different like thumbnails of different interviews, I skip those.
You're not watching that. Yeah. He's not even watching it. It's just like pushing out content.
Yeah. I might watch, back to Flakko again, when Flakko's on a thumbnail, Tariq Nasheed. I'm watching that interview. Flakko and Tariq Nasheed go back and forth. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because Flakko's character with Tariq Nasheed. You know what I'm saying? So he's brought a lot of value to No Jumper, to the point where him moving to Texas, to me, is a sign.
Yeah.
He's leaving on his own terms, not getting fired or turned into like the butt of the jokes with Adam type shit.
Yeah, because they tried that with him in the beginning. So I wouldn't be mad at him if he's like, okay, I got my one up on you.
He came up out more than all of the rest of the guys. Bro.
And they were trying to, remember, they were dragging him through the mud.
Yes, he had it the hardest, and now he came out on top, bro.
That's the best.
Can we address that? Like, I feel like he lost his stutter.
Well, he's working on
didn't. It's a weird thing with Flakko, because I have like, 2 interviews with him right now?
Yeah.
Right? He doesn't stutter when he's doing this content in his house. And I called him on him, like, yo, bro, why don't you stutter when I'm watching your videos?
Edit it.
No, it's not even.
It might take him a few attempts. We don't know.
He says it's something he doesn't know. He can't call it.
Figure it out.
Right? When he's on set at No Jumper or whatever, his stutter might come in when he gets, obviously, when he's trying to get his point across, his stutter goes crazy. But when he's at home, he just doesn't have it.
He must be working on it, though, with some type of speech classes.
Like a linguistic, like a psycholinguist. Yeah,
probably. And he's getting money, bro. He's got money. I don't know if y'all haven't been keeping up as much as me, right? Maybe. I don't know. Right? But the man's been flexing his new Beamer. Yeah. He's doing money phones. Like, Flakko done came up, bro. Flakko used to be the guy there with bare feet and sandals, bro.
I know.
And he used to be making fun of his feet. Like, yo, bro, your pants don't even fit you and blah, blah, blah. Now the man has nice fits. He actually made enough money from No Jumper and catapulted his own platform where he could move out of the state, bro.
Gone.
Good for him.
And Texas, where it's cheaper.
Less tax.
And look at his backdrop. He's not even just in the crib with like you could see the bed in the back where it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Now he has his own little backdrop and shit. Bro, I think he might be doing better than No Jumper.
Go on. Can you go on No Jumper? I just want to see like the numbers.
I knew that was coming.
Let's see the numbers.
Let's go to No Jumper's numbers on just average. You know what I'm saying? And we're not going to Social Blade or anything crazy like that. But if you look.
Okay, there's some.
Well, Adam and Wax Show, 190,000 views.
Yeah.
Malicious China.
On getting jumped into MS-13.
Right? Her and Lush being interviewed, 24,000 6 days. Adam interviewing Lisa Bloom, 15,000 in 8 days. Poetik Flakko and the guy from the Pop the Balloon, 33,000, which is one of the higher ones, right? FBG Murder and okay, that's 110.
Okay, so he's still doing some significant numbers, but
bro,
if he has less staff, he has less people to pay.
Yes,
those type of numbers.
He has big spurt 100,000 numbers, but the average ones that are not 100,000 are not even touching Flacco's.
Yeah,
anything that doesn't do 100,000 views, like the one in between, like 43,000 or whatever, that's not better than Flacco's average.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And in a lot of these vlogs, they're not even cracking. Look, this is 10 days old. It has 1.8 thousand views.
It's a 2-minute freestyle.
But it's on a channel that has 4.8 million subscribers.
Well, that's the ups and downs of this. Remember, he's making black content in a sense, right? They're going to still block his algorithm.
Yeah.
I think he's still in the way. Like, he gets in the way of it. You know what I mean? Like, they're still like, okay, Adam, I don't care if you're white. You're doing black content. We're going to just put you down here.
And they've dealt with the cursing and all the types of different things, smoking, all types of shit they worry about, right?
Yeah. No gang members.
Yeah. But yeah, salute to Flacco. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing, bro. Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Okay, but let's wrap it up.
We love hip hop.